minutes. And, Jonathan has a very strong message. I don't know if everybody knows him. He's an amazing entrepreneur and a father, and has a very genuine cause that he's addressing, and has a movie. He made a movie called The Better Movie. I think we can see the screen behind him. And this is for people with diabetes. And, he's really trying to, solve this major issue, which has a domino effect worldwide. So, Jonathan, why don't you take a second and introduce, and maybe we can see like a minute. Do you have a clip of the movie that we can see?
Yeah, I would love to show the trailer, and very kindly got a kind of a shout out earlier. Well, so happy to talk about it. So thank you very much. And I appreciate the call out as a father as well, because I have a 2.5-year-old and a 7-month-old that are going a little bit bonkers right now. So I apologize if you hear them in the background. But yeah, a quick disclaimer: the movie is called Better. This is not just me making an assertion about anything else. That's the actual title of the movie. Just there was someone, I was in a meeting the other day, and they were just like, "Wow, man, so you think you're better?" No, I was like, no, that's the movie. So the movie is called Better, and we had the wonderful opportunity for the past 4 years to work with 4 of the top doctors at Harvard Medical School, including the chief over at the Brigham's Women's Hospital, Dr. Joanne Manson, who is the second most cited nutrition researcher in history and the most cited nutrition researcher who is a female, and as well as like Dr. David Ludwig, who's the head of the Obesity and Diabetes Research Centers over at Harvard Medical School, as well as 20 people who are at the start, middle, and end of their journey to reverse diabetes. And as you may or may not know, we've seen 100,000% increase in the incidence of diabetes or prediabetes in the past 100 years. And it is actually the single largest predictor of severe coronavirus infections. So it is a now issue. It is not a later issue. And this film with Harvard Medical School and with these real life stories seeks to not only illustrate the severity of the problem, but much more importantly, to provide a proven and practical prescription to take action on it today. And that's one of the things we've been delighted to hear from places like the New York Times and Today's Show and the Wall Street Journal about the film, is that so many food documentaries they either have a very clear agenda that they're pushing, like do this diet or eat this way, or they just make you feel like garbage, like this is an insurmountable problem and we're all going to die. Versus what we've tried to do here is provide a scientifically non-debatable framework in which any diet could work as long as you make the right choices within it, and also to provide a concrete solution for living better. So this is a documentary that is focused on progress rather than just outlining the problem. The film is out for pre-orders right now, exclusively on iTunes, and it will be available everywhere movies are sold on the 25th. So with your permission, I'd love to show the trailer. It's about 2 minutes long, and we can go from there if that's cool.
Go ahead, all yours.
Awesome. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen and my computer.
You know what? You need permission. Give me 1 second. Let me just go. No, you're good. You're good.
All right. So let's see, share screen. So we're going to see how well this works, because I got to share my computer audio as well. Otherwise, you're going to watch it in silence, and it is much less effective if you cannot hear it. So let's give this a whirl here. All right.
My experience is that at least 90.
So just real quick, can you hear my computer audio or no?
Yes, yeah. You're good.
Mm-hmm. Try again. All right.
9% of the population has been indoctrinated with a belief that their body is fundamentally bad, broken, and stupid, and that they must do things to be deserving of anything good. And this absolutely includes me.
I always felt that it was my fault, that I was doing something wrong.
Fat shaming stigma that is linked with being overweight is very, very present. I think there's no place for shame.
And that feeling is just so outrageously debilitating.
If I've learned anything in this room, because I just talked to 15 people, they were trying to dig themselves out of quicksand by shoveling harder.
In the last 2 years, life expectancy in the United States has decreased.
So what do we do about this?
Hello, my name is Jonathan Baylor, and today I would like to share a personal story with you about a journey that changed my life and my family's life. I want to show you how the world's greatest researchers, scientists, and doctors have conclusively proven that we can end the diabetes epidemic. And I want to show you how you can permanently increase the quality of your life and prevent diabetes.
You can do this. It's not out of your reach.
What we're doing here is to trigger a transformation at a tipping point in the world to say, let's choose quality. We need to know how to make our bodies want better food. We need to know how to break the diet industry. We need to know how to escape that which seems inescapable. We need to understand how to turn the tide. We need to know how to feel better, how to live better, how to eat better, how to love better. We need to be better.
I wish I could just whisper in everybody's ear that there is a way out. There is a light at the end of that tunnel, but you got to reach for it.
My experience.
All right. Well, so thank you everyone for just taking a second to watch that. If you get the opportunity, my request is twofold: a give and a request. So the give is, if anyone is interested in getting early access and complimentary access to the film, please feel free to just email me and I will give you the same private reviewer screener that we give to media and reviewers. Please just do not share it. Otherwise my distributor will sue me. And then the second, or the ask is, upon watching the film, if anyone in your life is suffering from diabetes, obesity, any sort of body issues, so everybody, please go ahead and let them know about bettermovie.com. This movie really has already started changing lives. And with your help, I think we can change. Our goal is to change 100 million lives with the film. So again, that's bettermovie.com. And I'll post my email address in the chat. So happy to give you early and free access to the film if you'd like to see it.
Basically, the purpose of this was to, obviously he has an amazing, he's trying to change the world and eradicate diabetes, and it can be done. Or it's not eradicate completely, it can be really, really minimized to a low level. And what I request everybody is to see what he's doing. I have 5 questions for everyone today on this meeting. Who you are, what's your expert title, what's your give, what's your ask, and where can people find you? So how can you guys know each other better, and how can you guys know each other better and help each other? And because you may not directly be able to help, but you may know someone who knows someone who can help. So the purpose is for everyone to learn and get a little bit better, and to get each other to know a little bit better. So Jonathan, if you want to just take 1 quick minute and reintroduce yourself, what you are, who you are, what's your ask, what's your give, and where can people find you? Obviously, did everybody? Yeah, your information is here on the chat. Okay.
Sure thing. Yeah. So again, my name is Jonathan Baylor. I'm the CEO of a company called Yapti Wellness Technologies. We have 3 sister companies beneath us, but what I want to focus on today is my role as executive producer of the Better documentary. My give to the group is anyone who's here, please email me at jonathan@sanesolution.com. That's in the chat, and I'd be happy to give you private complimentary access to the film. And my ask for the group is, if you see the film, or if you choose not to see the film, or if you just take my word for it, anyone who's suffering from overweight, anyone who's suffering from diabetes or pre-diabetes, or anybody who simply believes that better is possible when it comes to their current lifestyle, I would tremendously appreciate if you could send them to bettermovie.com. Because if they watch the film and if it doesn't have a positive impact on their life, I will give you my cell phone number and I will call them and I will apologize personally. It is that powerful. So thank you for the opportunity.
So just on a quick side note, Adam Kipnis is here on this group. Adam has connected me with American Diabetes Association. So I'm in talks with some higher ups over there, and we're definitely going to support them with our cause-based marketing and all that. But it'd be great if we'll get you connected to them, Jonathan. So that would be a good, yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Already
awesome.
done.
All right, good job. That's great. Jared Brick in the house. Good morning. I see a lot of faces. Is everybody having a great day so far? Everyone started off well. And so where are some of you guys from? I want to hear that, before we kick it off at 9 a.m. I just want to see where, one, if I just go screen by screen, I have Adam right on the top. Adam, just good morning. Just, where are you? You're in Phoenix? Where are you? Are you at the cabin?
Yes, I'm in Phoenix, Adam Kipnis, and I did watch Jonathan's movie last week. We had a great conversation. I forwarded it to the ADA for them to watch it as well. It's really powerful. So I encourage you all to take some time to watch it. I think it'll change your mind on a number of things, and look forward to seeing that grow and the success that we can have with the ADA. I'm a business and marketing strategist. That's what I do with my clients, is help them on all things strategic. We all need a strategy for what we want to do to accomplish our goals and intentions this year. And so that's my give, is I believe that I can make a fundamental change in your business or life with one question, one idea, or one conversation. So if there's anything that you all need in terms of the marketing side of your business, what you should do, what you're thinking about, getting a second set of eyes on your strategy or your marketing, I love to get on the phone and see if I've got a good idea to help move it forward, or an introduction to people that I know where I can be beneficial to you. And my ask is, I have a podcast called the Entrepreneur's MBA, Lessons You Can't Learn in School. And so I'm always looking for business owners with good stories that are good conversationalists. My ideal client is, or my ideal guest is someone with $1 million or more in revenue, the entrepreneur next door, that can tell their story on how they've grown their business and the lessons learned along the way. So love introductions to anyone you know with a successful business that wants to get the word out through podcast. And I'd love to talk to them. So that's who I am. Looking forward to connecting with more of you and getting to know what you're doing, where I can help, who I can introduce you to.
Thank you, Adam. That's amazing. And he's really an awesome entrepreneur. Also has a great give back program with ADA that we're working together with him. Okay, awesome. I have a new member this month, and I wanted to, there's a few of them, but I will introduce Meg McCann. Meg, can you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you? And just 5 questions. What's your expert title? What do you do? What's your ask, give, and where can people find you?
Thank you, Craig. Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. I'm Meg McCann, and I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. And my expert title is I'm a champion enthusiast and coach. I help people basically get over grief and trauma, working with their feelings and thoughts. I also coach companies on how to create rates for administrative costs. So I'm a contract cost accountant. My give is 15 minutes or, an amount of time with you, creating basically a beta state to soothe thoughts and curiously examine feelings. My ask is for you to sign up for pre-sales of my upcoming book. I'm really excited about it. The title is still in exploration, but it's a great book on wonder, imagination, and creating inner champions. So it's great to be here. I look forward to spending time with you. And if you have any questions or anything, I'll put my information in the chat. And thank you, Craig, for the minute to tell you who I am.
Of course, Meg just, she's joined at the diamond level. She's at one of the top tier levels, and I'm super excited for her journey and her book to be released. And, it's all about, how people can, better themselves and make things, we have to focus on what's out there for us, but how much we can give back. So I love the enthusiasm when people come in and they want to give back to the community and help others. So I can't wait till we meet in September at the big event in California. So we're going to talk about a few things today. I'm just generally opening up the session because I think there's a lot to be covered today. We're going to be introducing some new members and also some new programs that we've been working on for some time now. So I want to introduce next Luz. Can you unmute yourself? Oh, you're unmuted. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Please
Hi,
introduce.
everybody. Yes. So I'm an introverted extrovert. And what does that mean? It means when I've been in groups, I've been quiet. I'm a sideline viewer. I give my opinions and thoughts, but never led. One of the biggest problems in organizations is the lack of leadership, the lack of collaboration and communication. So what I do is I come into organizations, I speak about unconscious bias, I speak on effective communication, and I speak on how people can really create their authentic voice no matter who you are, whether you lead from the side, whether you'd rather be a supporter, whether you want to be a communicator or the cheerleader. There's a place for everybody. And I think that's one of the biggest problems organizations have, is because they don't know how to celebrate the innate intelligence of an individual, they lose people. You lose engagement, you lose motivation, and this is in all realms of organizations and groups and teams, etc. So what I do is I come in and I'm in the D&I space where I support diversity, equity, and inclusion. And my ask would be introduce me to someone in an organization, see if I can communicate with them and we could set up a workshop to support their teams. My give is, let's have a talk and see how we can support a strategy on any teamwork problem you might have with communication or dynamics.
Wow, that's amazing. And where are you located and what do you do? Where can people find you?
I am physically in New Jersey. You could find me on EQ Refined. I work toward emotional intelligence. There's so many different aspects of different multiple intelligences. So you have cultural intelligence, spatial intelligence. So my business is called EQ Refined, where we're uplifting everybody's emotional quotient. You could find me on Instagram, EQ Refined. You could find me on LinkedIn. I put my LinkedIn in the chat box. You could find me there. And reach out. Let's have a conversation.
Awesome. That's amazing. Luz, you're an amazing partner. We're looking forward to some great stuff together. I have, let's see, Eric, can you go on next?
Yes, Craig, thank you so much. And my name is Eric. I'm of course the owner of Brewed For You, a gourmet coffee and supply company. And my mission is to not just supply businesses with organic, a healthier choice of coffee, but also to employ people with special needs. And I guess my give is just that, to really make a difference in the community by mitigating the unemployment rate for those with disabilities. And my ask is that if you do know of a business in the food service sector or in any other sector like the retail, that you pass our information along, because I can in fact partner with businesses and potentially save and make them money on every cup of coffee that is sold. And actually, just to give you a sneak peek, and I don't know, Craig, are you able to see this? This is actually what I'm going to be sending you, and this is what our bags actually look like. You can see the Made in the USA.
Can you put it more towards your shirt? Like, yeah, there.
So you can see the Made in the USA, the USDA organic, and the OU kosher. And this is actually what the bags are going to look like when I send them to you as well. And what's interesting is that I can so very proudly tout the Made in the USA, because we do everything in-house in the US, and we don't outsource any of the printing or designing of the bags to any other places as well. So that's a big differentiating factor as well. So again, if you do know anyone who has a business and is part of the food service industry, do pass our information along, because then we can fulfill both pillars, which is not just to partner and offer businesses a healthier choice of coffee, but also to employ those with special needs.
Absolutely. He's, we're doing a program together with Eric. We're going to be distributing this too. So if you have corporations, if you have schools, if you have any kind of businesses that would appreciate, because he's got a very powerful cause. He wants to employ people with special needs. And I think that deserves a big, from my heart, I think it's a very important thing for me. And I'm definitely going to support him all the way. So he's going to be one of our major sponsors over at the symposium or at the summit in September. So we can't wait to get this coffee out to everybody. He's shipping me a big box, and we'll be shipping it to all the partners and ambassadors who are in our group. So Eric, would you want to say anything else, Eric? Is that something that you were saying that I?
No, that's perfect. And you hit it spot on. And you know, there are a couple flavors, and I'll just give you kind of a sneak peek. There is a Italian roasted, you know, French vanilla mocha, a coconut mocha, a bourbon, and an espresso. And for those of you who love bourbon, it's one of our most popular flavors. So those are some of the flavors I'll actually have shipped out to you in the near future.
Awesome. Eric, can you put your information in there if you haven't done already, please? So
yes, I actually just put it in. I can do it again.
Okay, cool. That's great. No, thank you. Awesome. Patricia Dune, could you please unmute?
Sure. Thanks. Good morning. It's great to be here. And thanks for the invitation to join Elevate Partners Mixer. So I love being here. I'm Patricia Dune. I'm here on Cape Cod, beautiful Cape Cod. And I've met many of you, but I haven't met everybody, and I look forward to doing so. I serve as a thought leader and coach to top performers who want to move to the next level in their work, career, or life. My coaching is based in Gestalt methodology, and Gestalt methodology is about building awareness, meeting resistance, and empowering choice, because there's just tremendous freedom when we have choice. So I work with clients to build out that space. My give is a 30-minute consultation on your LinkedIn profile. There are over 740 million users on LinkedIn. And if you're not using that to leverage your own relationships, I can help. And my ask is I'm looking for 5 people to join my coaching group with a focus on creating the space to make the choices that are meaningful for you. So I invite you to reach out. I'd love to connect. So I'll put my information in the chat.
Yeah, that's amazing. So one of the things I ask is everybody, connect each other on LinkedIn. It's a great professional. I mean, everyone's over there. And Patricia she's an expert on setting up your LinkedIn profile, how people can find you very easily, or when they find you, what they look for it right away. It's an impact, sort of, at the first sight. So I think everyone should connect with each other on LinkedIn and also connect with Patricia. Thank you, Patricia, for that.
Thank you.
I want to introduce a charity partner that we just onboarded. Mario Fields, can you unmute yourself?
Can you
Mario,
hear me?
Mario, thank you for your services, first of all, and just introduce yourself and give us a little bit of information about what we do.
No worries, Craig. Thank you again for the sponsorship. But my name is Mario P. Fields. I did 26 years in the Marines, and then decided to retire and become a full-time entrepreneur in the for-profit and non-profit sectors. I'm a co-founder and CEO of a speakers bureau. I'm also a founder and president of a not-for-profit called Still Serving Incorporated. And then I'm a podcast producer and host called Unarmored Talk. So that's who I am. My give is if anyone wants insights into the government sector, you want to do business or start to get your companies to maybe go after contracts in the federal and state government arena, you email me and I will, we schedule a meeting. I can give you my insights on how to do that or connect you to folks who that's what they do is they work through the government sector with contracts and run their businesses. And my ask is continue to make a positive difference for the next generation. Wonderful people on here and you guys are doing great things. And that's all I ask is every time I meet someone, just continue to do things that makes the next generation, a lot better. You can actually put my name in a search engine, Mario P. Fields, and everything will come up. And that's how you find me.
That's amazing. He's such an amazing guy. I have spent a lot of time with him, and he has, the nonprofit Still Serving Inc. is something that, I'm very passionate about myself too. So I'm, he's fundamentally helping children and our next generations how to fix this. And that's the beauty of this. This is a very powerful room here. Each one of you is just an amazing, amazing entrepreneur, and a difference maker. That's what makes it very powerful. So I echo that, Mario, and thanks for doing what you do, and we'll look forward to connecting with you. Dean Levine.
That's me.
Has anybody here received a decanter? A few of you might have seen a wine decanter come your way. And if you haven't, you will soon because it's being shipped out as we go. So that is the inventor of this amazing tool. And I had a little party last night at my place and everyone was still around the same. It's been, every week I have some few people come over and it's just amazes everyone for what you, so go on and take it, buddy. Tell everyone what you do.
My background is you have a good group of people. I like seeing everybody's faces when I can get online. Kathy smiling, you guys. Anyway, my background is I'm a product inventor. I have a degree in business and I developed a product because my gal friends who all had tremendous palates, much better than men, when we used to go out to restaurants and are now starting to go out again to restaurants, they'd order a glass of wine that the server recommended. And 99% of the time, the women, because of your great palate, would say, I'd ask, how often did this wine match up to your expectation? And I watched and almost every woman said it never does. And my humorous response was, well, it's kind of like dating, it never works out. So I set out to make a machine that allowed every wine or spirit to become what it was meant to be. And as some of you have heard before, the product follows up on a development I had done 20 years ago called the Magic Bullet Blender. And this idea, though, I'm not going to television with it because again, it's a little more intimate when you have wine and spirit, but those who've used it, as Craig knows, we've done 27,000 taste tests around the world and it's 100%. And there's nothing complicated about it. And it takes the simplicity of that operation to allow every wine and spirit to become what it's meant to be. So we have winemakers in Napa, winemakers in Japan, winemakers in Europe. It just won product of the year in the UK with all voted on by the department stores and major retailers there. But Wake Up Wine's designed to make every wine or spirit become what it's meant to be. And as for those who've had the chance or you want to understand how it works, you can certainly contact me and I'll walk you through a virtual. Accounts that carry it currently, for example, beside Amazon, and we had Sharper Images carrying it. Brookstone has carried. Williams-Sonoma just approached us. And the fun thing that'll be happening, I believe, soon, if I can ever get the video done, Shark Tank has approached us twice and we turned them down last year. And this year it took me nearly 12 days to write the application for them, but it's a very interesting application. I probably should give it available to you guys because 17 pages of the, 35 pages are personal, why you want to be an entrepreneur, gets into the details of it. I don't sell that. It's just something they get you into the detail of. And the other 35 pages is how do you see your business and where does it go from here? And it really does push your gamut as to what you even know or don't know about your own business. Anyway, that's Wake Up Wine. Takes even the most affordable spirits like Jose Cuervo, I have to remember that, and turns it in 6 minutes to Jose Bueno. So anybody who loves wine or spirits, you now will get everything you paid for. There have been tons of reviews by sommeliers and wine masters all over the world. And it's a fun product and people like it because it's kind of engaging, and the restaurants are now starting to pick up on it again because now that they're reopening, it creates a table experience for those users. I don't know, Craig, what else you got?
No, I just love it because, women are all around me and they're like, okay, I love this. Can I have this? Can I have this? And I think it's an amazing, amazing product. It's such a smart way. Yesterday, I had a few, of my kids' friends and, kids that are over 21, but, they were all like, oh, this looks like, something that would be in my chemistry lab, but look at how cool this is. There is a magnetic thing, in there that, swirls a wine so fast. And it just such an amazing, it just makes that taste and the experience so much better, Dean. So I personally love it. My family loves it. And all my friends,
it does have 2 utility patents on it. And the one that makes it the most unique is the aging aspect. We found a way to make it age 5 to 7 years. There's a lot of products in the market that claim aeration and decanting. That's only about 10 to 20% of the value of what you get in your taste. And so we're going to start focusing more. And again, this took me 2.5 years to get clear, because when you can taste a bourbon or like a Macallan Scotch, that's for example, a 12-year, that's a $70 bottle, and it becomes an 18-year, and that's a $299 bottle. And this is told to me by mixologists at Fleming's. And I'm not a spirits guy by nature, but I've learned how to have to drink stuff I never normally drank. But anyway, it's a fun project, and the patents just got approved globally in the last 2 weeks. So I'm now filing, and it's very expensive. You ever want to know about patents? Let me tell you, there's a lot of money involved, not only in filing it, but if you have to protect it. So just enjoy your life and do your best you can and bring your product to market or service, and just let the people come to you as they will. But if anybody wants any type, my give is when anybody wants the ability to take a product from a concept to a reality, that's my gift. I can do that, partly because of the creative and the ability to take it and transform it into a real reality of product.
So why don't you put your information in the chat, and people can reach out to you. Again, this is a great product that, it's a great gift if you want to give it to someone, who's a wine lover, connoisseur, someone who enjoys this, or even any kind of spirit. So thanks, Dean, for that. Yes, I want to continue some introductions, but I want to really, really celebrate a big major win. Is Brian here? Brian and Sonia, are you guys in the house? Can you just unmute yourself? Because I think I don't see you on my screen. Oh, there you go, Sonia. Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right, Sonia, can you unmute yourself? Say again?
We are on the other side.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. For those who we just launched our token GTE on May 7th, but it actually hit the exchange on 11th or 12th. And what a phenomenal success this has been. I mean, this is such a great story that I can tell you that, these people have worked so hard, Brian and Sonia, for past several years, and it came to fruition. It almost feels like, more than the labor of, giving a birth to a child. And they have literally delivered this, and everyone that has invested or was thinking, I don't want to steal the thunder, I want them to say this, but I am just over the moon with what the results have been and where it's headed. So I'm gonna Sonia is on vacation right now, but she's on the call. Thank you for doing that. I just really truly appreciate you. You guys are amazing.
No problem. So I'll start off by saying a couple things, and then I'll pass it to my business partner, Brian. So first of all, again, Craig, thank you for all your love and support. It's much appreciated. Yes, I'm calling from Mexico. Yes, we've worked very hard, and we do have a lot to celebrate. Our coin was minted in 2018. We took it public on Tuesday. We launched it at 10 cents, and it's trading and holding its value at approximately 20 cents. So we're very, very proud and excited, and just eager to share. So because we're trading and holding at about 20 cents right now, but because we're affiliated as a diamond partner with Craig and the Ambassador Program, we would like to offer it to anyone on the call for only 15 cents a coin. However, it is a minimum $10,000 investment. And and that price will only hold until Wednesday. So what's happening is the market is changing every let's just say 24 hours, but it could change every minute. But so what we don't want to do is not have full transparency to everyone on the call. So we don't know if that coin's going to double again by Wednesday. So if anyone's interested, again, we're a renewable energy development company. We have a wind farm project that we're developing in Southern California. And then the other aspect of our business is the cryptocurrency, and our cryptocurrency is going to be backed by our renewable energy development projects, wind farm projects, and renewable energy technologies. And so I'll put my name in the chat, but you can always go through Craig as well. But reach out, and we will, I will personally execute your contract between now and Wednesday, and then we'll give you another update on the next call. So Brian, would you like to chime in a little bit? Are you there? Oh, wait, do I see you? I don't see you, Brian, but are you still there, partner?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
You are. There you are. I love your background, Brian.
I know. I found one of our event, panels, so I figured I'd throw it up there. I'm experimenting.
It looks great, Brian.
It look pretty good back there.
It looks good.
I mean, I would trade your backdrop for mine, Sonia. I wouldn't mind.
I know. Hang on, everybody. Look at this.
Sonia, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous of you right now.
She's in a beautiful, beautiful mansion or some kind of a resort. And I saw some pictures on Facebook, so that's how I know where you are. And And I met all your girlfriend on FaceTime when we did. So I think
exactly.
You're having
so
a blast.
So with that being said, all I could share with you, because there's many coaches and wonderful business people and entrepreneurs on the call, but I encourage you, Brian and I work 24/7. Sometimes I pass out, he passes out. We're so exhausted. We work domestically and internationally, but I believe I did do a stress management course at Sutter Health about 4 years ago. So I'm trying to always just work hard but play hard. So I think it's so important, everyone on the call, for your own mental and physical health, is that you balance your life. And I'm not going to be gone long to Mexico. It's just a short trip, but we have to rest, work hard, rest, work hard, rest. And the reason why I feel so confident in saying that is because I rejuvenate my soul, and then I'm 10 times stronger for my partners and for the business. So just don't forget to rest, my friends. It's important. Anyway, so cheers. And it's been very healthy for me, because Craig, you've seen how many hours we've worked to get to this launch point. But when I go back home in a couple of days, I will just be that much more refreshed, and I can give more back.
Absolutely. You deserve every bit of it. I want Brian to say something to everyone, and I have something to add after, but Brian, go on.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, Sonia. And for sure, I'm glad that you're all rested, because you're not so cranky, because I know how you've been working. And I said, just go, just get here, take the break. I'll take lead over here. Okay. So, excuse me. So on a positive note, guys, I mean, this was a major milestone here on Tuesday. You know, we had a celebration over at Sonia's sister's house. It was surprisingly, we had about 50 of our, we invited 50 and about 40 people showed up. So we had a nice gathering as we listed our token over in South Korea. And this is very methodical, guys. This is not like maybe this might work. Okay. So our other partner, Matthew, he's been doing this for 6.5 years. He's raised over $400 million in crypto. And this gentleman has a strategic way to moving our token north. And he's got he's got market makers that he's been working with for 6 years. These guys are global. So when we're sleeping, these guys are on it, because this exchange is 24/7, guys. It's 7 days a week, 24/7. So there's no misleading of, there might be when Matthew goes to sleep, this thing not being looked at, just to give you some certain on that. So what I did after we launched our token, 48 hours later, I had to go down to meet him in San Francisco on purpose, spend 5-6 hours with him, and really understand his, I mean, I've learned the industry in the last 4 years, but he's our expert. So he's given me some a better understanding of the secret sauce and exactly how he does things, and and making this thing work. So there's another token. I mean, there's another token right next to it. You'll see it called Fund One. So when you go on to Probit and you start really start digging into this, he took a token 2 years ago, and I seen it from 25 cents to $1 to $10 to $100. Yesterday it was at $4,000 for that token, guys. And that's a real estate play. So we believe that we got something more exciting here. I'm not saying that our token's going to hit 4,000, but I believe it's going to go north of where we're at, of course, and it's going to take some time. So as we're on this one timeline of, in the next 24 months, I believe that we'll be, we'll say north of $100. But on a positive note, we're on that sector. And then, of course, we're funding, our investment banker is funding our wind project for $35 million. That'll be probably going down here in the next 30, 60 days. That'll create value for our company and our value of our token. But guys, it's exciting that we're on the other side now. It's kind of surreal for me still, because it's been a 3.5-year journey for me, close to 4 years. And to have Craig, and now we're on the other side to the point where we're successfully done our job. So now we're on the other side. So I talked to Craig yesterday. I go, why don't we do a custom deal, until now the institutional investors are going to be coming to our door. And that's one of the conversations I had with Matthew. And these guys are going to put 5 million, 10 million. We're going to raise raise 100 million on this, you know, as we're moving into the market here in the next 90 days. So just on crypto, and that'll create value to our token. And this is a strategy as we move these big institutional investors into it. And we're looking at is, you know, they're not coming in for 6 months. They're coming in for, this is a 2-year hold for these guys, because they know it's going to take 2 years to build our wind farm, guys. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to expand, you know, for right now, we're going to take 1 week at a time. We're going to extend this Wednesday to Friday, or so we'll say till next Saturday, because this is, you know, uncharted territories for all of us. And at 15 cents, okay, because who knows, it might be at 30 cents in a week from now. But I mean, we'll just comfortably say at $10,000. But guys, we cannot do a 6-month hold anymore. Okay, that was last week. This is for sure. This is an investment you guys want to get involved with. This is a 1-year hold. This is something that you guys want to put in your savings account and just know that, hey, this is my life savings. This is a Google stock in the making. And so this is what Craig and I are talking about, because I don't want to, you know, right now, Matthew, I go, Matthew, there's some small people that still want to get in. And he goes, okay, this is what we could do. So with those parameters, we could talk to you offline a little more and strategize more, but just bear with us. Our minimum will be 10. You know, I know we went down lower to that on this special raise up to listing our token. Now I understand the strategy, understand the structure of where Matthew and his team are working on. So bear with us on that piece. But guys, it's onward and forward. We're very excited about what we're doing. And thanks for the people that have invested with us, and looking forward to the success of our company and success of strategy of with Craig and Green Tech moving to our September event with our green carpet, not red carpet. So thanks, Craig, for sure.
Of course.
One other thing I just wanted to let you know, someone put on the chat, when are we going to get listed on Coinbase? Probit Exchange is where we are listed. And then our crypto strategy team will be eventually putting our GTE Green Tech Energy Coin on other exchanges. So just hang with us. Our plan is to list on several exchanges. For right now, it's on Probit.
Yeah.
So all of this is, you know, just first of all, congratulations. I mean, big congratulations. This is massive. You know, I think it sounds really, you know, very, you know, how humbly they say it, but this is a major, major breakthrough. It was first we raised money at 7.5 cents, then we raised money at 10 cents. And once it's launched, it hit 2 days later, it hit 26 cents. I think I sent text to a bunch of people who invested money, and everybody was just like, wow. You know, imagine you invest and, you know, it just starts going up, building up, and at 10 cents. And just like what Brian said, you know, try to fathom this, you know, if you put your investment in something, like I spread out my investment in several different organizations. And if one of them hits a unicorn status, meaning if that coin becomes $1, $10, $100, or even, you know, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. So, but imagine your multiplier on that, you know, what you got return on their investment. So I really thank Brian and Sonia for allowing our investors to go on a smaller buying before launch. And I truly appreciate that it's still open for people who have 10 grand saved up and who believe in this. This is all backed by renewable energy. Look it up. Look up how important with the, you know, the subject. What they're doing is they're you know, erasing carbon footprint from our planet. You know, they're helping reduce that tremendously. And to hedge people, yeah.
No, a couple things I do wanted to mention is that Green Tech is Green Tech is basically comprised of 2 leading trending industries, and that's the renewable energy technology and the crypto. So I think we're definitely in the right place at the right time. The other thing I just wanted to share with you is that one of my dear friends, he's a presidential member with Tony Robbins. Craig, I'm sure you've heard of Tony Robbins. He pays $100,000 a year just to have that status. And so anyway, we had a barbecue the other day. He just got back from Tony Robbins Financial Summit. And so he pays a lot of money as a businessman to hear what Tony Robbins' team has to say. And this was a financial summit. And the financial advisors that spoke at that summit told the Tony Robbins followers that you should diversify your portfolio, like Craig was saying, by 30% into crypto. And so when he came back and told me that, I told Brian, because Brian and I are both Tony Robbins firewalkers. And so we're huge Tony Robbins fans. But when he said that, I was like, wow, like Tony Robbins is even now promoting to diversify your portfolio. I just wanted to throw that in. I didn't mean to interrupt, Craig.
And then Tony, to add to that, I was just talking, when Craig just said, this is a unicorn, okay, and I'm going, what's a unicorn, right? Like, and then my guys, I was on a couple of days ago, my guys, what I call with guys, my guys over in, our guys, because they're on our team, our guys in Tokyo, in Hong Kong, okay? And Sam goes, Brian, because they're very close to bringing their guy from Switzerland. They got 10 billion in the bank, and they're coming on next month after 8 months of vetting us out. This one group, our Tokyo and Hong Kong group have been vetting us out for a year and a half. Okay, guys. So they're coming, and whatever's on the table, they want to be our capital partner. Very positive. Okay. Sonia and I really like these guys. So they're going, Brian, Sam over in Hong Kong, he goes, Brian, we just did a unicorn. They invested 2 years ago with a company kind of like us, and they made 50x on their money. So they had a 2-year hold. And in 2 years later, the company become a multi-billion-dollar company in 2 years with their capital.
Yeah,
that's amazing. So that resonated in my head when you said unicorn. I'm going, what's a unicorn? They're going, Brian, our company went to 10 million to $1 billion, 3 billion in the last 2 years, and all my investors and me made 50x on our money in 24 months, and they had a 2-year hold on their money. So just give you guys a layout of long-term investing. And this is not you're making 10% interest, 20% interest on your money. This is a 5x, 10x. Already whoever invested already doubled their money, technically.
Yep. In less than a week. So what the idea here is, I tell you from my firsthand experience, there's a company called Plug XR that I invested. I put $10,000 seed money in 2014, and the guy just played with it, and he built a platform. And today the company is worth north of $30 million, and we have an offer from an Australian stock exchange company. A company that was SPAC company that wants to take it to Australian stock exchange. So if you put your ducks in different, eggs in different baskets, and let them spread them out, find the right unicorns or find the right companies, do your due diligence, but find the right investment. And surround yourself with the right type of people, you will find them. There is no way that you won't find it. They're all going to do their own vetting, and they're going to put it. So I'm super proud of what Brian and Sonia has achieved and Green Tech has, and I cannot wait to see how much more is out there for us to, literally go out and conquer. With that being said, September is going to be a major event, and I'm going to give out a lot of information. Somewhat I'm going to release today, but there's going to be invitations going out to all of you and many more people who are not on this call. This is going to be an amazing event. Coming out of pandemic, it's going to be one of the events not to miss. So look out for all that information. Brian and Sonia, thank you again for that. I want to move on to my next. Yeah, of course. My next partner here is, let me see who else is on my screen. Lisa Soloway. Lisa, you're here?
Yes. Hi, Craig. Hi, everybody. I'm excited to meet you for the very first time and looking forward to getting to know all of you and what you do and how I might be able to connect you, support you. I'm actually a realtor, a real estate investor, and a wealth strategist, helping realtors in the real estate field to make multiple streams of income. But my passion is the nonprofit that I found with a group of people who have really helped us to make a difference in disadvantaged teens' lives. So we adopted our daughter from foster care going on 20 years ago. She'll be 27 next month. And it just really bothered me when I learned how many kids never get a forever home. Many of them at 18 are on the street with no support. And that's just not okay with me and all my partners who do this. I'm also VP of finance of another organization. So our organization, we have an education piece where we're teaching them life skills, financial responsibility, leadership, and spiritual empowerment. And then the other that I'm VP of Finance, we find them housing, mental health counseling, and we also help them get their GED. So a lot of them struggle in the math portion because they've been bounced around a lot. We also help homeless teens and those rescued from human trafficking. So our organization was on the news the other day, and one of our students who graduated, who was a runaway a lot because she was rescued from human trafficking and put into foster care. So that's really my passion. I love real estate too, and love groups like this with really high thinking people. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in September. Isn't it great to be able to get back to heart in events? So I'm excited for that. And thank you, Craig, for this platform to be able to connect and collaborate with incredible people.
Yeah, Lisa, you're so amazing. You know, she has an amazing partner at EXP, and I've heard so many great things about EXP. It's an incredible platform for realtors. It's a breakthrough, and I think it's listed on the stock exchange also. I think
Yes.
they're trading publicly.
Yes,
Yeah,
EXP is the reason I got my real estate license, to be honest with you, because I wanted to get my license for probably, I'd say 12 years off and on. I looked, but I believe in multiple streams of income and just never found a model that really worked for me. I figured I might as well go out and develop more cash flow and passive income instead of, fighting for the next house. So, but
Yeah, no,
it's an incredible company. Yeah.
And I already have a few people for you to connect with. And Giselle here, she's our next partner. She's also a realtor. She's an amazing, sweet person. She's also joined the CS team so she's going to be working very closely with us in working on a lot of other projects. But Giselle, can you unmute yourself? And I definitely want the two of you to connect at some point. But Giselle, why don't you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. Hi, guys. Good morning. I'm sorry. I'm in Las Vegas and I had too much to drink a few nights ago, still trying to recover. But yes, my name is Giselle Leon, and I am very excited, very happy to be part of this amazing journey with Craig. I'm working directly with him. And just to help connect people, I am a licensed California real estate agent and a lender since 2006. But my new passion is life coaching. I am a certified neurolinguistics programmer. I am certified in timeline therapy. And my passion is to help women, children, inspire them to come out of their shell, come out of, if they're having any traumatic experiences, anything that they're dealing with, as far as depression, anger, different types of things, suicidal thoughts. So I work directly closely with the mayor of my city in Ontario as well. And we are doing different things with going into the school to help the children overcome these things and just find their passion in life. Because I think that this is amazing. I love connecting with people. I love working with like-minded people, but we're missing a lot of the children. A lot of the children are suffering. And that's what my passion is now, to help save these children from taking their lives. So thank you, Craig, for having me here.
Of course, Giselle, wonderful, wonderful person. And I got to know her, and she's an incredible mother, and one of her sons is in Air Force. Is that true? He served the Air Force?
Yes, two of my boys, my 29-year-old Kevin was in the Air Force. My son, Christopher, he's 26. He served 7 years. He's a pilot. He just got out in March. And so now he's teaching people how to fly. And my little 12-year-old, he's my little entrepreneur, little business mind. So you guys will probably meet him.
She's such a trooper, she's fun, to party with. And I was at the little green tech party on the terrace, Sonia's hotel in Marina Del Rey. And she was, she put she put some of her savings into this green tech and opportunity. And she literally 2.5 times her money is already growing. So I'm very proud of you for taking that step. And I'm looking forward to working very closely with you also in coming months and years. Awesome. So Dan Goodwin, are you here? Dan? Yes, I see you. Can you unmute yourself and introduce, please?
I'm here. Thank you, Craig. Good morning, everybody. Dan Goodwin from Kansas City, CYA Consulting. And CYA stands for Cover Your Assets, in case you thought it stood for something else. So I am a business coach, consultant, and advisor, and I help people make things right when things go wrong. And if things are going right, I help them make it better. So my background is corporate, is internal investigations. And I've been able to leverage that over the last 14 years and help people deal with issues and challenges as they come up in their small, medium businesses. So my give is I would be glad to meet with anyone just to do a get to know you, see if there's anything I can help you with to collaborate, refer, or engage. That's my 3 key words: refer, collaborate, and engage. And a lot of times that leads to collaboration and at least introductions. I need to find out who you need to know. I've worked very hard the last 14 years to be intentional about my networking, about my connections. And one of the blessings of the pandemic was an introduction to C-suite, which actually got me the introduction to Craig, which is why we are here today. The thin threads of relationships, you're only one meeting or one conversation away from changing the trajectory of your personal and your business life. And green tech is an obvious example of that today. So my give is, if you want to connect with me, if you will make me the speaker focus, you can simply hold your phone up and scan that QR code. And my calendar link is on that app. You can connect with me there. You can download my contact card. My give is to meet with people. My ask is to continue to meet with great people and absolutely find out where I can use my superpowers to help you move your business forward. I love this format. I appreciate Craig, and I appreciate you, and appreciate Shelly for allowing you to practice your superpowers and bring great people together. So I think I covered 5 questions, Craig.
I think you did. I think you did amazing. And I'm so happy that you're on board. And I'm, this is what the beauty of this power of the, giving back is, that when you have like-minded people, like he just joined and he already gave me 1 referral, very powerful referral. And we're going to launch something really big with this person too. So look at this, I echo every word he said. You're just 1 phone call, 1 meeting away from that next person that can change your life. And something that I'm going to talk about in this session is we're going to introduce a new program, the leadership program, and also sales and mastery program that we've developed. But how this all comes to fruition, how this all comes together is just amazing. So Dan, thanks for sharing that. And I'm sure, can you put your information in the chat so people can connect with you?
Yeah, I'll drop my LinkedIn on inside of the chat, and I'm already connected with several of you on LinkedIn. But LinkedIn is the playground where I play 99% of the time. So if we want to connect, that's really where we need to connect so we can continue the conversation. And again, Craig, thanks for the opportunity. I know there are great things ahead, and I too am so looking forward to seeing people in September and able to give hugs. I've missed that in meeting and that personal connection. So I'm looking forward to September.
You're going to see pretty much everybody over there. Everyone has committed. About 150 of them are already committed to coming to this event. And you're going to see like just beautiful, amazing companies and people from all over the world. They're coming together, and you guys are going to love this event. And Daniel, are you still here? Or are you Dan Lebrod? Did you jump off on a call quickly here? But if you are, here, I would like to have you take the mic. If not, I'll move to the next person. I think he's on a call. Jared, are you here? Jared Brick?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay, Greg?
I can hear you fine.
Great. And good morning to everybody, and Dan, and feel free to use that code up there and get to connect with me if you'd like. So Craig asked a couple of questions, and I'd like to go through them. First, I'm a man, conscious man in this crazy world that we live in. I'm raising 2 wonderful boys very consciously, trying to make them safe men in the world for women. It's a really big important thing for me growing up in the world we live in. And we're based up in the redwoods of Santa Cruz Mountains. I just want to share with you, last night I got to go to a live event with Brazilian music. And oh my God, to see people dancing and smiling in public, it was like, it just like almost brought me to tears. So if you can get back out in the world and watch people dance and smile and be joyful, please do it. It's really game changing. For my work, I do media marketing. I'm a video thought leader. I support entrepreneurs, founders, professionals who are stepping into that thought leadership role, which is not an expert role. Let's be really clear. It's not being an expert. It's about having a following and really having people see you in a different light as a thought leader. We're now working with Craig and Craig Shelly, giving away our Oceanic Watch with our online course, How to Develop Yourself as a Thought Leader. I hope I'm not frozen here. And okay. And then we're giving back to water initiatives through Craig Shelly and then also youth entrepreneurship. I really believe entrepreneurship starts as a child. I worked with my father's business and my family business as a kid. And I think just learning that as a child, it becomes part of your DNA. So I really believe in youth entrepreneurship, even if it's selling lemonade in a new way at home. Created Brickhouse Media in 2013 in the Bay Area as a support vehicle for impact and change. I believe business is the way to change the world. And after personal challenges, I created zenhustlers.com, which is a free resource for entrepreneurship because entrepreneurship is a very challenging journey. And so we all need support and resources. So you can check out Zen Hustlers. I'm really excited to announce we have a new Grip Media location in Santa Cruz. Grip Media is about collaborative creation spaces. So I partnered with Concept SF and we're launching a new space in Santa Cruz. So a lot of things in the air, a lot of balls that I juggle, but a lot of things I'm super passionate about, all related to media, entrepreneurship, and giving back to people. My give today is a one-on-one call with me around media strategy, video marketing, thought leadership for your personal brand. For those of you who know me, I think I deliver on that promise when we do those calls, a lot of actionable strategy in a very short amount of time that you can implement immediately and some at zero cost. I have no attachment to a fee. And so, yeah, and my ask is that you reach out to me or refer me. And I really want to support Black, Indigenous people of color. They do not have the same resources that we have access to. So if you have someone in your world that you know, like they're just a diamond in the rough, please refer me to them. And I'd love to work with them. And I can offer scholarships. And that's me dropping the mic right now, Craig.
Yep, no, awesome. I've personally experienced the videos that he makes, the marketing that he does is just off the chart, next level stuff. He's got technology and he does it very fast, very swift, and has a great heart. As a wonderful father, a great man. Really love what you do, Jared. So appreciate you, man.
Thank you, brother.
I do want to take a small detour and introduce a charity partner. Vanessa, are you here? Vanessa is here. I think you're here. Can you unmute yourself, Vanessa? Hi.
Yes. Hi, Craig.
Hey, how are you? Good. How you doing?
Excellent.
Thanks for being here. So, guys, Vanessa is with a charity based out of Northern California called Love Never Fails. And she was introduced to me by another partner, Dr. Miluna. I think she's not here today. And it's what an amazing organization. And she started it 10 years ago. It was the 10-year anniversary. And why don't you tell everybody, how it is and what LNF is about, and then how we partnered up with you guys. And yeah, I just want you to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Craig. Thanks for inviting me today. So yeah, I just a quick backstory. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, very impoverished, former foster child, lots of abuse in my background, but I had an affinity for arts and for academics, for education, and was able to get in to college and do pretty well, even though I was living in some very difficult circumstances, and landed a career in the IT industry. And I decided I wanted to give back by teaching inner city kids like me dance. And so I started doing that in the San Francisco Bay Area. And in 2010, one of my 15-year-old dance students was raped in Hayward, California, and was sold throughout California for a year. And that was when I became aware of this thing called human trafficking. And so, of course, because of my background, I wasn't naive about prostitution, but I didn't know that children were just right before our very eyes being preyed upon and trafficked. And especially the vulnerable populations that many of you have been talking about, right? So I love, one of the speakers, your previous speakers talked about, really loving on foster care children in foster care, that is a huge kind of target, unfortunately, for exploiters. And then children, women of color, in particular Black women, represent 40% of those that are exploited in the US, even though Black people are only 12.9% of the population. So there's a disproportionality of exploiting Black and Brown people. And so I was just disturbed to no end when my student, I think of her as like a daughter to me, was being exploited. And so I was out there in the middle of the night looking for her for a year. Finally was able to get her, rescue her, bring her to a place of safety. She's now 25 years old. She graduated from high school with honors. One of our volunteers adopted her. She is really doing great. But I found many others, many others. Just, so to tell you, over the last 10 years, we have opened 4 houses. We currently have 2 houses for women and children escaping human trafficking. We have a house for men, transitional age men and or families that have a man present. And we have a house now we've just opened in August for girls ages 13 to 17. And so we've housed 163 women, men, and children since over the last 6 years. We also have a prevention education program that is that satisfies the Assembly Bill 1227 in California, and we were part of spearheading that. And that has been adopted by Texas, Atlanta, or Georgia rather, Utah, Nevada, and California. So we've educated over 500,000 students across the nation with that prevention education program. And that is a partnership. It's a collaborative called Protect with 2 other nonprofits. And then lastly, and this is one that I'm really excited about, is, I didn't know when I was growing up and living in poverty that I was really good at tech. Because there weren't a lot of people. I don't know if you know this, but only 25% of people in the tech industry are women, and only 2% are Black, and only 3% are Latino. So when you don't have people in your community that actually know things about the industry, like, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and things of that nature, you don't know what the possibilities are. You don't know how to differentiate, about someone who's trying to scam you versus a real opportunity, and you don't have the capital to invest. And so I'm very passionate. We actually became an IT academy 3 years ago. We are a Cisco networking academy. We are a state certified cybersecurity pre-apprenticeship and networking pre-apprenticeship program. We're a CalJobs training provider, and we're a Department of Rehabilitation vendor. And the reason we became all of those things is so that we could just massively impact those underserved and under-resourced communities, and not only give them a bed, but give them the skills that they needed to obtain sustainable jobs. And I'm happy to say that there are several high-tech companies that are coming alongside us: Google, Microsoft, HP, Scale, Synac, Cisco, and I know I'm missing a few at Apple. So we're super excited about those partnerships, and excited to be here to talk to you all about what we're doing. And then of course the support that Craig, Shelly have offered us in terms of designing our 10-year commemorative watch, and just being so supportive, so loving towards all of us, and cheering us on, and offering whatever you can, Craig, to help us do what we do. So thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. It feels good to be named with all these other Apple and Google and Cisco that are supporting you, little company called Craig Shelly. But truthfully, it's not about, I'm just, any charities, our arms are open. We have a link on our website, that you can just go right there and fill out application. Nothing is necessary. We have, I always speak, from a place of abundance, like Deepak Chopra always talks about this, and, abundance is all around you. And so we always create more styles, more designs that we can give back to charities. And so anyone has a charity, please welcome. Vanessa, thanks for sharing your story. Very powerful and very, very big cause that's, amongst many other causes, but this is not being talked about enough. So anyone, I welcome you guys to connect with them and see how we can give back together. Awesome. Let's talk about, who do we have here? We covered on this main screen, everybody here. Okay, the second screen. Is David in the house? David, Dr. David Newman? I see you're there, but you're on a mute, so I don't know if you're actually here. But
I am here.
yes, you are. Because you were supposed to be on a vacation.
And as you can see my background, since I unmasked myself and got out of my, I didn't want to distract, but I am taking a little family vacation with my family here in Florida for the weekend. So Craig, I take some time out of my day because I think it's important to be supportive of you because of your community and those who you're bringing together to make a bigger difference. And I appreciate the time to speak to y'all for a few minutes. So I love what you guys are doing. First of all, I think everyone brings a little something special to the group, and it's really, hopefully it's not too windy. I'm trying to get closer to y'all. So bodily health is really important, and financial health is, as well as socially being healthy is quite important. And I'm all about the musculoskeletal system and maintaining it. And I'm sure you have friends or family that are currently suffering with some sort of musculoskeletal dysfunction, and that is anything having to do with muscles, bones, and joints of the human body. As an orthopedic surgeon for about 20 years, I saw a ton of people with chronic pain and just not being able to be as productive or happy in their life and livelihood due to their suffering of chronic pain or a loss of function. So I partnered with a doctorate of physical therapy to create an exercise therapy platform. So these are safe, simple, and effective exercise therapy programs that are a subscription-based model to help those people suffering, whether it's in the elder care space or the small business space, even doctors and medical practices, to give people the safe, simple, and effective tools and resources needed to diminish their pain and increase their function. So essentially, we bend these curves in the right way, meaning you do the right exercise, you feel less pain, you can stay as functional as possible, and therefore be happier, be more productive, be able to hang out and do the things with your friends, family, and loved ones that you want to. And I know life is long, and so I'm a huge advocate of collaboration and working with any or all of you guys to help raise joint health awareness. I run a nonprofit that brings musculoskeletal education to underserved youth of the country, because it's really important to get a better understanding of your body at a young age before you get into bad habits, before you might do things you might regret, and also so you can be the next generation of leaders in this country. So I wear two hats, essentially. One is a for-profit, which is the exercise therapy programs at popdoc.com. And I'm excited to share this more with you as time goes on. I'm going to be at the event in September. I really look forward to getting to know each of you guys a little bit more, and how with collaboration and strategic partnership, we can make bigger differences. My give is, as an orthopedic surgeon, I'm happy to talk to any of you guys on a one-to-one basis regarding your musculoskeletal system. If you have any second opinion, or you want to just know how to deal with some of your, unrelenting pain or loss of function, I can give you some tips and suggestions for sure. And as a small startup company in my for-profit space, I am looking to raise a safe note bridge financing to help kind of fine-tune our software solution to enhance the end user experience. So I'm looking for some capital for the first time ever to really kind of solidify what we offer and what we bring to the community and the world, to make a bigger difference, to help people with their pain, the obesity crisis, the opioid addiction, and even just the health system and how burdened it is by musculoskeletal conditions. Thanks so much for the opportunity to talk with you guys, and I'd love to connect one-to-one offline with whomever. Thank
David,
you.
Dr. David, you're amazing. Guys, a little while ago, I talked about, unicorns and, potential unicorns and spreading your, eggs in different baskets and doing small investments. And I truly believe that David has a magnificent opportunity with his Pop Doc. It's an app, it's a technology, very solid, built on a very strong foundation, and a potential to grow many folds. And I think, we're, as in next few weeks, we're going to structure the safe note that he's talking about, and we will offer the opportunity to everybody in the group. And then hopefully we can, your investments will, flourish as he will. So I really appreciate you, Dr. David Newman, and I really—
Me too, Craig.
look forward—
Thank you. And for this community as well. It's awesome. And I'm really honored to be part of it. Thank you.
Awesome, great. And he's a diamond level partner with us, just for you guys to know. Great. And thanks for joining from your vacation. I truly appreciate that. That really—
Hey man, I always have time for you guys. For me, family's a big part of my life, but you guys are important, and I just, wanted to be supportive of all you guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Barbara, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? I think you guys will know this wonderful, amazing human being that I've come to know in past few months. And she is such a genuine giver, super hard worker, a multilingual, a champion, German, English, so many languages she can speak. And why don't you introduce yourself, and then I'll tell them what you do with us.
Okay, yes. I'm Barbara. I'm originally from Germany, and I have a master's in German, English, and French. And I originally studied it because my father is Nigerian, and I wanted to be able to communicate with everybody from Africa, which I really can, because everybody speaks either English or French. And that's very important to me as part of my heritage. And I have a language company where I give language instruction and help busy executives in transition through cultural training as well.
Amazing. So Barbara, joined our team, our core team. She's also an ambassador, but she also has a big aspirations on how to, expand her career and such, right? So we took her into our core team, and she's working with all the charity partners. So I'm handing off all the charities to Barbara to, make sure she's going to be the one point contact for all the charities. So she will be making sure the flow goes very easily, that you guys have all the banners, the ads, all the creatives that you need will be available to you. Any kind of support in terms of the charity partners need, that will be made available through Barbara, because she's going to manage, basically look after the entire team and the flow, like, the web developers, or, coding is to be done right, from banners to, sales to promotions, all the campaigns, and then ultimately, how the charity gets paid. So all the flow she will watch and manage with us. So Barbara, welcome to our team. You've been doing amazing. She messages me at drop of a hat, like if it's 11 in the night or 7 in the morning, she's already always there. And I really appreciate your promptness and eagerness to learn and to help others. So welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity. I love being on your team.
Of course. I have Susanna. Susanna, are you there? Susanna Del Carmen, all the way from France.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry I can't be on a video. I'm having a major allergic reaction. It's springtime here, so I'm I'm kind of in pain. But I've been listening to you all, and thank you for having me anyway.
Yeah, of course. Susanna joined us about sometime last year, and she's been a wonderful partner. Susanna, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody here?
Okay, so my name is Susanna Del Carmen. I live in France. I am of Swedish nationality, born in Chile. I'm half Mapuche Indian from the Andes between Chile and Argentina. So I'm a multicultural international trainer, coach, and consultant in diversity, leadership, and team performance. I have recently, in the end of the year, founded a team, a multinational polyglot team called Diversity Performance Solutions. And we are a team of educators, coaches, specializing in diversity, inclusion, team performance, intercultural communication, and multicultural leadership development. So I will, throw my my website in the comments.
Yeah, wonderful.
My give would be that we just, we started up really recently. It's been an incredible journey. We're already up and running, having already several contracts. So right now, we are, well, first of all, like I'm all about, like, the idea behind all of this was that I'm all about bridging ethnic, cultural, and national borders, because that's kind of my own lifestyle, and also bringing the sense of belongingness back into communities and into organizations. So we work mainly with foundations, NGOs, and also companies to provide classes and online coaching in leadership, career development, and interpersonal skills to give wider opportunities to underserved communities. So that's what we're mainly doing right now, but we are developing our activities in several areas. So yeah,
Sure.
so I have basically right now, as we're growing fast, I have collaboration opportunities for colleagues who are also in the fields of diversity. And we also look to expand the pool of translators and virtual multilingual assistants, because we also provide translation, voiceover, tutoring, and linguistic services and consultancy to multinationals or international businesses.
Susanna, thank you so much for that introduction. If you can put your information in the chat, everyone should put their information with email and however you guys like to get connected so people can look it up. And Susanna, I think we can send you a whole lot of contacts from foundations and nonprofits. Barbara will send you some information shortly after this call, and we'll connect you with some great organizations that you can work with. So thanks for being on the call. I know it's kind of late for you out there, and I hope you're feeling better with that allergy of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely look forward to seeing everybody in person. But okay, so I think who else is there that I'm not covering? I want to kind of let guys know about a few things that are up and coming. Basically, this event in September is going to be, there is two events, and one is from 24th, 25th, 24, 25, 26. You can come in earlier, which is on 23rd. It's all, San Diego is the closest airport. So just giving you that much information. All of this will come to you in a very formatted, invitation style, so you will know what's coming your way. But for the Diamond Partners and for those who are at that level, you guys will be coming in on the 20th, and there is a 3-day event, another mastermind that we will be attending, and then there is a golf tournament on 24th, and then 3 days of Elevate Summit. So this will be a 6-day event for some, and for those who are not, you should find out how you can get on it. We have tied up with an amazing organization called Synchrony Financial that will take care of a lot of things, and I'll tell you more in person, one-on-one. I don't want to take too much of your time on this one right now, But with that being said, I'm introducing something called ELP, Elevate Leadership Program. Guys, this program, and I'm going to show you a few slides here, was designed and we've been working with a private label, academy for many years, and we, it's for CEOs and CFOs, and they're being, there are literally thousands of CEOs and CFOs and C-level executives and leaders have gone through this. It's a 6 months program, and we just recently served ties with them, and we now are independent of them and are bringing this to our Elevate members at the top level, who are literally going to change how things are, it's going to change their life completely. So I want to show you the slide, and I want to share my screen really quick so you guys can see what this is about. It's a leadership program truthfully designed to, completely transform you. It's a 16-week, it's a pilot class that we're going to take. We're only going to take 15 people in this, and it's an very intensive. It's 1 hour per week on a group session, like a Zoom call. So it's really not that time consuming, but it's really power packed. And then you do about 30 minutes to 30 to 45 minutes a week of self-learning and
Greg,
applying.
will you make your screen full screen? We're only seeing part of it.
Okay. All right.
It's cut off.
Okay. Which way is it?
Go to view, and then full screen, or
view and full screen.
In preview, in preview.
I'm not sure how to do that, but
Craig, hit the green button at the top left.
Top left, green button.
Yeah, that little green guy.
Yeah. Right. Oh, wait, over here.
Yeah, try that.
Is that, wait, it's thinking.
It was cutting the image off.
Is it good now?
Yes.
Good. Awesome.
I can see it now. This is Patrick Reynolds.
Hey, Patrick, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I put a little, I didn't introduce myself, but I put something in the chat there.
Okay, cool. And I'll come back to those who haven't been introduced yet, so I will just quickly introduce them. But this program is, there are 9 leadership skills, as you can see on this chart here, and it will accelerate your organization. If you're a leader, if you're managing people, this is for those of you. So it may not be applying to everybody, but this is for people who are completely looking to transform their business and their leadership skills. And I will talk a little bit more, there's a lot more to be discussed, but I'll do it one-on-one with you guys, because I want to go over some points and see if this is a good fit and you guys will benefit from this. That's when you want to be a part of this. There's another program that I'm launching too, which is with Grant Cardone. We have worked with him, and I have designed something very unique for our group. And that program is the Sales and Mastery Program, overcoming objections, negotiations, marketing. It's a self-paced learning program, 20 to 30 minutes every day. It's like a gym. You have to work it. If you don't work it, you're not going to get it. So, and we can monitor all the back end and see how you guys are progressing and how you guys are doing. And then we get into a group session every week and do a 1-hour call and see where people are, if they're having any kind of difficulties. And again, I'm only going to take 15 people on this also, so I'll reach out to each one of you. I just wanted to introduce these things to you guys so you guys will be able to take benefit of this. With that, I want to say one quick thing about green tech. And what this is we have a beautiful green carpet party and white party. It's a beautiful event that's set up for September. And Sonia and we came up with this idea, and Brian loved it, Shelly loved it. So we just decided that we're going to do this green tech, green party, green carpet, white party. So don't miss out on that. Information will come in your invitation. So yeah, excited for everyone. Who else is there? I want Shri. Are you here? Where is Shri? Hey, Shri. How are you?
I'm doing well, living the dream. How are you?
Likewise, likewise. I just woke up from my dream, so I'm doing much better. Um, sorry, I've lost my voice a little bit because of working too hard in,
At your big party.
But Shri, why don't you quickly introduce yourself? She's amazing, amazing partner. I love for Shri to be known to everybody here.
Thanks for having me, Craig. Appreciate it. I'm zooming in from Boston, although I'm originally from Southern California. Vice President of Business Development at Haystack ID, which is a forensics and consulting company in the litigation technology space. So my give, I'll start with the give, is that I spent a very long time living in Miami, went to law school there, practiced law there, had a variety of business endeavors. So if anyone is looking to get connected with folks in the Miami-Dade, Broward County, or Palm Beach area, happy to make whatever connections I can. My gentle ask is for connections to legal departments at corporations, as well as law firms that do high data volume litigation. So mergers and acquisitions, antitrust, patent litigation, securities litigation. Thanks again for having me, Craig.
Powerhouse she is, introduced me to some great folks, great people already. She's just such a giver. She's always true to her words, and I just love her energy. And I can't wait for her to be at the September event in person. I want to, party with you a little bit over there too. So
it's a deal.
It's a deal. Michael Butler in the house. Michael, it seemed like you are in some sort of an Uber or a Lyft or something, but
yeah, I'm Ubering to, thanks, Craig. Good to be here in Southern California today, headed to an author event in Malibu, and really excited about this group, excited about what you and Shelly are doing. As many of you may know, we're publishing Shelly's book this year. She's going to tell you a little bit more about that soon. But Craig, I think we should launch it in September at your event. So very excited to be here. We're based out of Dallas, Texas. We're a full service hybrid publisher. And I put some information in the chat. If you've got a book idea, we're publishing our 375th title this month. Authors in 15 countries. What we do that's unique is get authors into bookstores and libraries and speaking everywhere and media interviews. So let's chat about your book idea and have a great weekend. Cherie, it's great to meet you. And everybody on this call, I've just appreciated the value. Craig always brings so much value. And Barbara, I definitely want to connect. I have a nonprofit, so I know we can collaborate on that. So please reach out to me. Thank you, Craig.
Michael, you're amazing. Michael's been a partner for about a couple of years now, and he's a great guy, helping Shelly with her book launch. And we want to do this, and he gave me an idea. He's like, why don't we just do it in September at the event? And I think that's amazing. And I told Shelly about it, and she was over the moon with that. She's like, okay, great. I'd love to. So with that said, Michael has reach out to him if you guys got books or anything that, you have any ideas. Great team he has it together that will help you do the whole project end to end. I want to see if Daniel Lebrard is off his call and if he's able to say hello to everybody. He's again a diamond partner, great guy. I'll speak on his behalf. He is in healthcare management field and a super amazing dad and a family man that I wish all of you can connect with. Got to know him personally. We work out together on Fridays, although we've missed a couple of them, but we love to do Zoom workouts together and challenge each other in different ways, and has a very powerful network also, a great Rolodex with some great powerful people. So I welcome you guys to connect with him. Through him, we're helping a charity called Top Achievers, where Lawrence, who founded it, is helping and children with education. So great job, Dan. I know you're on another call, but so with that, I want to quickly introduce people who are new to the group, and I want to have them. Leo, you're there, buddy. Are you in the house? If you can unmute yourself and just introduce, that would be great. If you're busy or doing something else or on a call, never mind. I think there is one more person here that I wanted to. Trevor Trevor, can you unmute yourself, please? Yeah. Say hello to everyone quickly.
Hi, everybody. So I met Craig because I interviewed him for the Speakers and Experts magazine, and we'll have a video that you can all watch and look at him in his glory. I learned a ton. It was absolutely fabulous. I'm Trevor Perry. I am a technologist by trade who has been kicking technologist computer weenies butt for many years in doing motivational speaking, and in the transformation to that full-time motivational speaking. I am the storyteller, the instigator, the agitator. I feel very humbled by this group. You guys, every one of you are amazing. I met actually Dan Goodwin. We had a chat through the C-suite. I met Craig through Orlia Moore, who's a common connection. And the way that I make a change in the world is I force people to read my book, which is called Never Iron When You Are Naked. My ask is that you guys allow me to wallow in a bit of your glory and learn and pull from all your brains. It's just absolutely incredible. And I think Craig invited me to get me to the September event. I think he has succeeded, so we will follow up on that. My give is I do lots of side hustles that I'm trying to throw away and say no to, but one that's very passionate is presentation skills, especially being in the technology world. And I have a program that I do called Story to Slides to Stage. And one of my side hustles is doing slides, and I will give you this for free, which is 10 tips to stunning slides. It's an ebook. I'll put the link in there. It's absolutely transformative and amazing. It's very short and easy to read and some really good tips. I have lots of ideas, trying to find my branding right now and working out exactly what it is I do to people when they tell me I changed their lives. And as I said, I'm feeling very humbled. Thanks, Craig, for inviting me.
Yeah, Trevor, you are an amazing, amazing individual. I really enjoyed our conversations, and I can't thank Orly enough for such amazing introductions. Everyone she's brought me to, and she's not here today, but I'm gonna just say this on the record. She is just amazing woman. She is absolutely a champion. You know, everyone that she's invited me or introduced me to has been you know, they are champions themselves, and I'm very thankful for her for doing everything she does, and she's truly changing lives. So if you guys don't know Orly Moore, you guys look for her. We can send you information. She's amazing individual. I would love for you guys to connect. And Trevor, thanks for doing this. Michael already wants to connect with you, and yeah, I have Patrick. Patrick, we wanted to introduce you to as well. You have a tobacco family. Can you please tell us what you do?
Sure. Hi, everybody. You guys are very interesting, and you're all doing things that contribute and to society and to other people. And for that, I honor you. My grandfather was R.J. Reynolds. He founded the tobacco company in 1875. And I am the renegade in the family who went against big tobacco. And before that, I was an actor, started a movie called Eliminators and did a bunch of little parts in TV and films for a long time as a young guy. If you go to YouTube and put Patrick Reynolds actor, you're going to find me there. But I've used my acting skills to speak and motivate people. And I speak typically at universities about issues with regard to tobacco and smoking. I'm against it. It costs me. So don't come to me for investment in things. But my give is this. I want to introduce you. I spoke at I started speaking more in recent years in family office conferences. A family office is when you have I see Craig nodding, when you have a billionaire family who gathers around them the smartest people they can find to invest their money. And they go to these conferences, and I started getting invited to speak in Dubai and Monte Carlo and Europe and San Francisco and wherever. And I put together a little talk about what not to do if you have kids in a billionaire family. And I know very well about that. I wrote all that up in my book, which is called The Gilded Leaf. And it tells the story of the R.J. Reynolds tobacco family. And it's a good case study of what not to do. You give the kids so much money so young, and they just want to go and party on Nikki Beach and Saint Tropez. And I did some of that myself. I had a lot of fun in the 80s, partying with the children of billionaires. And I'm trying to sell the book to, I got a great letter of rejection from HBO about 2 weeks ago. So the reason it was a great thing is because she said, my God, what a story. What an American story. She said, this is just unbelievably good, but we have 2 projects that are similar, so we can't do it. So I'm sending a copy of her little letter to Netflix and a few other outlets. My other give is, other than mentioning that you might want to search family office conferences in Google and see where these conferences are being given, because there are incredible people at those conferences. They're expensive to attend, but if you manage money and you're interested in money management, it's a good group, a good thing to do. Now, the other give I have is for people who live in Los Angeles and for guys, because it's a men's group, but and I think they might allow women. It seems to me, I might have seen a female or 2 there, but it's pretty male dominant, and it's called Metal.International. And I see you nodding, Craig. Yeah,
I've been invited many times to Metal. And
they have good speakers.
There are women there, but Metal is mostly from LA people. Yeah,
it's exactly, and it's a good thing there were women there. I'm for that. So that's my give. My ask is any referrals to people you know who hate smoking, hate tobacco, don't like the tobacco industry. And we're looking obviously for major gifts, people who are philanthropically minded. And I am a wonderful guy to support when it comes to getting out there, speaking in India and Russia and China about tobacco, because I can reach 1 billion people with all the news coverage. And the other ask is a little Christmas charity I run called BN Elf. It's for needy kids. We get needy kids presents in time for Christmas morning. And I think I put that in the chat too, about half an hour ago. bnelf.org, like BN Elf for Santa Claus, bnelf.org. And that's a wonderful thing.
Can you put it in the chat again so that we can, and I'd like, definitely people to connect with you. That's such a sweet, it's a very sweet, gesture and for kids who don't have enough for Christmas. So we definitely would love to support. Already I see a few people go back into the chat. They want to connect with you. Adam has a connection and Michael also. I want to thank you, Patrick, for that. Larry, I want to put a spotlight on you, buddy. You've been amazing. You're a great guy. Just quickly introduce yourself, because I have a couple more people that I want to acknowledge before I say something else about this event.
Great. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Larry Walters, Woodbridge, Connecticut. We have a company called Steady Straps. This is the spelling of it, steadystraps.com. I put my information in the chat and people reach out to me. We'd love to work with nonprofits and charities, helping them to get their message out there in a grassroots way. So if we can connect and help out one of your companies or organizations, please give me a call and look me up, and I'll put my information in again. Great to be here, Craig. Excellent speaking. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Larry. I can't, this person is always there. She's always very, very diligent. She always comes in before and makes sure that everything is done right. And I want everybody to know Kathy Barrow. She's been working with me for several months now, and she's been a great partner, amazing entrepreneur, and an amazing organizer, marketer, all of that. Kathy, just introduce yourself, please.
Hi, thanks so much, Craig. It's really nice to be here. I'm Kathy Barrow, I live in Mexico. I am a classical musician, and what I do is I promote classical music, and I look for people who would like to patronize classical music, not as a money bucket, but as something that would work really well for your business as well. Getting publicity through your patronage of classical music. Thank you, Craig.
Of course. I mean, I have Orly Amor FaceTiming me right now. She's in the car. You should be on the call, not over here, but everybody is. Oh, you can't get in. She can't get in. Okay. All right. Kathy will see what she can work her magic. She'll text you. Look for her text. Bye. She's been trying to get in, but she can't get in for whatever reason. But this, this is an incredible opportunity for all of us to shine. There is going to be so many partners, so many businesses out there in September, and so many charities, organizations will benefit from this. From Shriners to St. Jude's to LNF to there's Texar to so many I can't even name. Like there's a bunch of charities that we're going to be helping raise money for them. Most importantly, this is going to be a very learning, educating, sharpening your X tool. Use it, in a way where you guys will get the most out of it, and you're all going to be in an environment of safety, guards down. You'll love meeting these entrepreneurs who will excel, who have been very successful themselves, and they're going to bring some new ideas and new opportunities, and they will present it to you. So take advantage of that, of such an amazing, symposium style, like it's going to be something that we've never experienced before. So I want you guys to block those dates in your calendar. I want you guys to start looking for your flights to coming out to San Diego. And I want you guys to prepare yourself for your next idea. If there is a book launch, if there is a idea that you want to propose or present, start working now, because you have 5 months to prepare. And I'll help you with everything I can to get there. Not just contacts, but real ideas. And then, if we can launch, not just, okay, let me meet a few people, but, make sure that you engage and you actually, make something, I want everybody to benefit from this. So that being said, I want to open up the floor for, is there anyone that I missed? Is Dr. Anelli here? I think I didn't give you a chance.
Here.
Hey.
Thank you, everyone. I'm just so impressed with all of your generosity and your skills and your tremendous contributions. What I learned is that people who are part of this group in the C-suite are really great lovers. My background is quite diverse. I'm the founder and CEO of the International Metaphysical Academy. And my goal is to have reached this very new body of knowledge, several million people, even after I'm gone. My clinical background is in psychology. I'm a master certified coach. I'm certified in spiritual intelligence, a model of SQ21. I served as president and CEO for a sales training and sales marketing firm in Seattle for a number of years. I have a background in social work and holistic life coaching, you name it. And I have been developing a most comprehensive study program with the International Metaphysical Academy, which is very different in many ways, which I do not have time now to go through. But a few months ago, Craig invited me to be a part of your ambassador group, and I just feel so honored. And I want to contribute in whatever way I can. I'm also an ordained metaphysical minister. I have a gift of spiritual healing, which I only announced very recently. I also have another gift, and that is that I believe it's a God-given gift that I can read people very well. And so I have been working as a high-level executive coach for final selection interviews for a number of years. And I feel very strongly that my work, my service is there to make the world a better one. And I believe we can do that. And so even though my world here in Victoria, BC in Canada is fairly small, but through C-suite and through the pandemic and also through communities like this, I've been able to connect with just such incredibly beautiful people, beautiful inside and out. And, I just feel so very honored and blessed to be part of you guys. And thank you, everyone.
You truly are a change maker, and you're definitely an amazing individual, and your goals are just incredible. It aligns with me. So
a bit crazy, probably too. A lot of people would say that, but
it's good to be a little bit crazy. It's always, I say that, that's where all the creativity comes from. I have Emiliano. How are you? You want to just unmute yourself, please, and just introduce?
Hello, I'm Milano. I am Milano Boas from Mexico. Kathy invited me to this meeting. I will try my best in English, but give me patience, please. I'm a graphic designer, and I'm working with digital marketing here in Mexico, and I want I brought to be to stay with I'm nervous. Sorry. Um, I'm here in Mexico. Kathy invited me, and she wants to expand all your business or your meeting reunions here in Mexico. And she invited me to how can we help you with this great mission?
Thank you.
Everybody, I'm glad to see you, and I'm here. Here is listen you. Thank you.
Thank you, Emiliano. I appreciate that. Yes, Kathy and I were expanding CS business in Mexico, and we want to help charities over there as well. We've been working with Vemos over there, and I really want to, I'm waiting for the contracts to be finalized. It's an MOU agreement type of a contract, so you will hear from us shortly. Well, basically, the event is in September, is going to be at a secret resort. I'm not announcing the resort yet. It will be announced closer to the date, but this will give you guys, just to give you, it's closer to San Diego. It's very close, and you guys will all be flying into that airport. And we're putting all the other packages together, the meals package, the power meals package, and all of that. You'll hear shortly from my team, and you'll get all the questions will be answered at that time. So with that, I just wanted to see if anybody has anything to share, any of the partners, or, that would be, I think we started a little early. Instead of 9, we started 8:30, and we ended up a little bit, early too. But I wanted to the purpose of this meeting was, and is always, for you guys to meet and to get to know each other and to connect and to take it forward in, immediate action always helps. If you have connected with someone, book a call with them, meet with them, that's very powerful. And yeah, anyone has anything to add to this? I'm happy to open it up for a little bit, and then if not, can just have a lovely weekend, all of us.